Hi, I'm Chris, and today I'm going to be showing you how to turn a single MIDI note into an interesting chord pattern, and we're going to be using a couple of new Live 12 features, namely the randomization and also taking a look at the updated arpeggiator too. Okay, so here's what I'm starting with. It literally is just one note. If we open that up in the clip view, we can see that here. And yeah, what I want to do is I want to start adding more notes in so we can start thinking about building chords. I want to add in basically every note of the C minor scale. And luckily in Live 12, this is very easy to do. We can use the scale feature on the left of the clip here. You can see I can toggle that on or off like so. And you can see I've got C minor selected as the scale. And yeah, I want to add in every note of the scale. So all I do is select this here to add in one scale degree and then click add interval. And that adds in the next note up, which is D. I'll just keep clicking that. And then we end up with every single note of the C minor scale. So if I play this now, it's going to sound a little bit messy. And now the next thing I want to do is use the randomization feature. And basically what I want to do is randomize the probability of each of these notes playing. And this means that a different group of notes plays each time the clip loops around, effectively giving you a different chord each time. So let's Command A to select these all. And I'm going to come down here to our chance window. If this isn't open for you, just click this here where it says show lane, make sure that chance is toggled on like so. And yeah, hit the randomize button. And you can see down here that that has randomized all the probabilities. Let's just have a listen to what this sounds like. So you can hear we get slightly different chords each time. I think I'm going to change this a little further because they all sound quite similar. I want to spread out the probabilities a bit. To do this, I just use this dial here. And there we go, we've got a nice even spread of probabilities. So some notes, for example, like this D here, will play not that often. At the top here, this note C will play quite regularly. So some of these are a little bit low. I can also click and drag individual probabilities. Maybe this bottom C here should go up a little bit. And this is just about experimenting really. You could spend a little while until you kind of got it generating random chords that you liked. Let's listen to what I've done there. So I've got some interesting variations and yeah, I'm pretty happy with that for now. So let's come out of the clip view. And next up, I want to add in the arpeggiator. So to do this, I come down to MIDI effects and I can see the arpeggiator right there. In its default mode, it's going to do what you'd expect from Arpeggiator and split the chords up into individual notes. But that's not what I want for this. What I want to do is use one of the new modes with Live 12, and this is the chord trigger. So let's come down here, turn on the chord trigger. And yeah, straight away what this will do is it will turn our single chords into a kind of rhythmic pulse. So already that's sounding more interesting, and I'm going to vary this even further. We're going to add in a couple of steps here. In its default mode, it's set to 12 semitones, so it plays the chord and it jumps up by 12 semitones each step. But I want to kind of tune this and make sure it stays within the scale. So like with a few other Live 12 plugins, I've got the option of activating scale awareness just in the top of the arpeggiator window here. And you can see that semitones has changed to scale degrees now. And I'm going to dial this down, actually, the distance, and maybe go for a negative amount of scale degrees. So this means that the chords kind of descend as they play. So I think around -7 sounds good. Okay, so that's generating really nice chord patterns, and like I say, because of the randomization that we use, it's changing each time. So I think that's sounding pretty good. What I want to do next is I actually want to capture this as audio, and then I'm going to pick out my favorite section as I kind of record it. So if we create an audio track, you can use Command T as well to do this. And what I want to do is come into audio from and select my channel, which is this lead channel here, record arm, and come up to the empty clip. And then just record this in. Okay, so there was something I liked kind of near the end there. And like you say, you could record this for a little while, record like a few minutes and kind of spend ages searching through. I'm just going to quickly pick out the one that I like the sound of. I think it was this section, maybe towards the end here. So yeah, I really like the sound of that. What I'm going to do now is we've kind of got our chord loop, and let's just add a few effects just to spice this up a bit. First, a little bit of reverb here. So that adds a nice bit of space. And yeah, let's add some echo in as well. So coming into the audio effects, and then using the browser, we can easily find all the delays here. And yeah, let's add in the echo effect. So that's sounding really good. Just a couple of things I tweaked there, obviously the dry wet, and I also added a little bit of delay between the left and the right channels. If you're listening on headphones, you'll be able to hear that's added a nice bit of stereo width too. And yeah, lastly, let's add a little bit of top end just using the erosion plugin, which I can find here. And that'll help it to cut through when listening with other instruments. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's just add in some bass and drums and listen to what that sounds like in a short sort of track idea. Okay, so that's how you turn a single MIDI note into a chord pattern with a bit of movement and interest. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our courses at pointblankmusicschool.com, and we'll see you next time.